Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining. Nonso, I appreciate you this morning. Thank you. Here today we have bitter leaf, bitter leaf. Apple of God. Thank you for joining. Here we have today bitter leaf. Ngozi Emeka, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Good morning. Ngozi Emeka, thank you for liking our live. I appreciate you, Ngozi Emeka. Good morning. How are you doing? How was your weekend? How is the family? I hope everybody is fine. The family is fine. Thank you guys. Thank you. I hope your weekend was fine. Okay, everybody is fine. Ngozi Emeka, thank you for joining this morning. I appreciate you. Please share to people. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you. We have bitter leaf. We have, here in Africa, we have the sweet bitter leaf, and then we have the bitter leaf. We have the sweet bitter leaf. We have the bitter leaf. The bitter leaf is called a Veronia amygdalina. The sweet one is called a Veronia advoria. So we are talking about the bitter leaf, the bitter leaf, which on daily basis we use in cooking our soup. Down here in Africa, we use in cooking our soup on daily basis. But most people, they don't really know that bitter leaf have a lot of benefit that I want to expose to you this morning. Thank you. Oh no, Rilla, thank you for joining. Rilla is on the building. Thank you, always behind the scene. I appreciate you for joining this morning. Thank you for liking our live. Thank you for sharing at the same time. Thank you. I appreciate you for sharing. So what I want to do is that I want to give you 10 benefits of bitter leaf that you need to know if you are an African person, because most of African compounds, when you go, you always see this plant. We eat it on daily basis, but more people don't really know what it does in the body. So it does a lot of things: improve digestion, improve blood circulation, prevent cancer, prevent skin infection. But what I want to tell you, that I want to give you 10 benefits that you having this plant at home. 10 benefits. Number one that we are going to talk about today, it is mouth odor. Mouth odor. We have some people, you can be brushing your mouth. Thank you, Noah, for sharing. 3 to 4 times. Thank you for following me. 3 to 4 times, your mouth always get that same odor. That is why when they give you food to eat your food when it is warm. When they give you food, it is hot. You take it by force. You put it in your mouth. You force it into your anatomy. When it enters into your anatomy, it's going to melt cholesterol. Once it melts cholesterol, you'll be brushing your mouth 3 to 4 times. Your mouth will always get that same odor. It's not from the mouth, but it's from the anatomy. Mouth, you see, is the first part of the body that needs to be clean. We use the same mouth to eat food. We use the same mouth to talk to people. So please, if you have bitter leaf at home, thank you for joining. Chris, thank you. Chris 23, thank you for joining. Hello, good morning, Chris. Kevin, thank you for joining. Kevin, good morning. I appreciate you. So how you can use bitter leaf to disinfect your mouth? That's number one. How are you going to? Good morning, Chris. How are you doing? Just harvest the leaf from the bitter leaf, just the leaf. 5 to 6 leaf is okay in the morning to use it for mouth odor. That's number one. You weaken the leaf. When you are massaging it, you weaken it, you weaken it, you weaken it, you weaken it for mouth odor. Join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. This African We have, if you are talking about kidney infection, we have garden egg, bitter leaf as well can do that. Bitter leaf can do that. Then scent leaf, Chris can do that as well. So I don't know which of them you have. And then the placenta from plantain, from banana, you can do that. Or the water from the banana stem, kidney problems or lungs infection. But if it is lung infection, I'm going to talk about bitter leaf. But let me finish up with mouth. Please, Chris, if you are with me, just stay tuned. Let me talk about mouth odor. The second one, we'll talk about the lungs infection. You are going to weaken the bitter leaf. When you weaken it, the 5 to 6 leaf, weaken it, add a little bit of water. When you weaken it, at the long run, you see foam will be coming out from the bitter leaf. Get any curb where the mouth is round like this. Get any curb whereby the mouth is round like this. After weakening the bitter leaf, you put the leaf that you are waking into the curb for mouth odor. Even though your mouth doesn't have odor, mouth is the first part of the body that needs to be clean. You need to disinfect your mouth in each 2 to 3 months. Disinfect your mouth. So after weakening the bitter leaf, you put it inside. Then do you know alum stone? If you know alum stone, drop a comment below on the comment section. What I am taking this morning, it is a mint, kenkeliba, tea leaf, and then together with ginseng. That's what I am drinking this morning. Okay, in Ngozi America, you know alum stone. That stone that we use to disinfect water. Please just like this live, click the notification, just give a thumb up, give a thumb up, give a thumb up, give a thumb up to the live, please, so that they can recommend to other people. Give a thumb up to the live so that they can recommend to other people. So once you put it, you get a pinch of alum stone for mouth odor. You put it into the cup, then you boil water. You fill the cup with boiled water. You know, when you fill the cup with boiled water, at the long run, you see vapor will be coming out from the cup. Open your mouth into the cup. Draw saliva will be coming from your mouth. You can pour it one side. Continue inhaling. Open your mouth into the cup. After putting the alum, you put water, then you cover it like for 10 minutes, you open it, the vapor that is coming out, that's what you need to inhale it into your mouth. That draw saliva with different colors, yellow, green, you pour it one side. Continue inhaling. Once you notice the water is not too hot again, the water is now cold, use the same water, put into your mouth, rinse your mouth, use toothbrush and brush your mouth for mouth odor. Do this thing before 7 to 10 days. Your mouth will get fresh odor. Your mouth will be getting fresh odor. Try this therapy and thank me later. Disinfect your mouth. Even though you don't have mouth odor, every 2 to 3 months, use bitter leaf to disinfect your mouth, because mouth is the only part of the body that's supposed to be clean. With that same water, if somebody is battling with toothache, with the same water that you used, you can use it for toothache. But you are going to add a pinch of salt and the alum. You put into your mouth like 2 spoons. When it is warm, that one is not when it is hot. When it is warm, you put into your mouth. If it is paining you here, you leave it there for toothache. Somebody that is battling with toothache, just the water from bitter leaf, alum, and kitchen salt for toothache. But what about lungs infection? Bitter leaf have a lot of benefit. You see, bitter leaf improve blood circulation, regulate blood sugar level. If you are battling with diabetes, bitter leaf is actually very good for people that are battling with diabetes type 1 or type 2 diabetes. Bitter leaf is one of those plants that if you're battling with diabetes, neither harvesting the leaf, you chew 2 leaves in the morning and drink water, or maybe or maybe boiling it and drinking it as a tea, or either squeezing it and getting the water and then warm the water and drink in the morning. For those people that are battling with diabetes, type 1 or type 2 diabetes, bitter leaf is one of those plants. When you use it for diabetes, you are going to come back to thank me later. If you go to organic shops, you see bitter leaf capsule, tablet, bitter leaf tea, and all that. So bitter leaf have a lot of benefit, and we eat it on daily basis. We eat bitter leaf on daily basis. Please share this live, give this live a thumb up, give this live a thumb up, give this live a thumb up, share to friends. Share to friends, share to friends. There's love in sharing. What about lungs infection? If you are battling with lungs infection, chest pain, chest congestion, Black, thank you for liking. Black, thank you for liking. I appreciate you. Good morning, I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. Share to friends. There's love. Copy the link and share to a friend. Copy the link and share to a friend. Join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. You know, what about lungs infection? You are battling with lungs infection, asthma, bronchitis, chest congestion, or sometimes you can respiratory problems. You are feeling difficulties in breathing. If you are just joining me, share this live to a friend that you care. Share to a friend that you love. Share to a sister. Share to a brother. There's love in sharing, guys. This African indigenous medicine, we were not born to be sick, and most of these things we eat them on daily basis. You are battling with chest congestion, lungs infection, bronchitis. You are battling with asthma. Bitter leaf and natural honey is one of those you can use for asthma, for bronchitis, for chest congestion, for chest pain. How? Pick up, go and harvest bitter leaf, and time of harvest early in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, harvest bitter leaf. Thank you for liking our live. Thank you for sharing. There's love in sharing. Share to a friend that you care. Like, thank you for liking. I and my team, we put in a lot of time, a lot of work to come out with this program. So by you sharing it is one way to support this our program. By you dropping a comment, by you giving just a like, is a way of supporting this program. You can still support in any other way that you can. Thank you. Thank you. So if you are battling with a lungs infection, chest congestion, chest pain, you are battling with bronchitis, just hello. There's a lot of music on back. There's a lot of music. There's a lot of music. Slow down your music, please. Can you slow down your music? So maybe just harvest the leaf, you get maybe a mortar, you weaken the leaf a little bit. Once you can weaken it a little bit, put it in your pot. 2 handfuls of this leaf can go with 5 liters of water. For lungs infection, chest congestion, bronchitis, or maybe stomach upset or stomach pain. Once you weaken it, put the leaves, add water, and boil it, and take it as a tea in the morning. Be drinking it as a tea, half a glass cup in the morning, which is 150 ml in the morning, 150 ml in the evening. I'm telling you one thing, you are going to thank me later. You are going to thank me later. Maybe you are battling with asthma. Maybe you are battling with lungs infection. Or maybe you are battling with respiratory problem. You feel difficulties in breathing. You cannot sleep in the night. Bitter leaf, shuwaka, bitter leaf is one of those powerful African indigenous plants. You want to hold sleep. You don't want to be sleeping in the night. Bitter leaf can actually give you a sound sleep. I will talk about bitter kola. That will be tomorrow morning. Join me tomorrow morning. Let's talk about bitter kola. Good morning. Thank you. I appreciate you for asking this question about acid reflux. You can use bitter leaf. Squeeze the bitter leaf, boil it. You can pound it a little bit or use your hand to weaken it a little bit. Put it inside your pot, add water, boil it, and be drinking it in the morning. You add natural honey. You add natural honey and be taking it for acid reflux, even for stomach ulcer, for chest pain, for gastric ulcer. Bitter leaf will go a long way for people that are battling with ulcer. But you have some people that are using bitter leaf for ulcer, it's not really good for them. They are allergic to bitter leaf. So maybe if you're allergic to bitter leaf, Paul, thank you for joining. Good morning. I appreciate you. But if you're taking it, if it is your first time of taking bitter leaf, because we every single week, it cannot pass me by without eating bitter leaf as my vegetable, without eating bitter leaf as my vegetable. This is one of my favorite. If you are battling with blood pressure, your blood pressure is low or high, or maybe they tell you that you are shorting blood. If you are shorting blood, please like this live video and drop a comment below. You are shortage of blood, they say you have to buy blood. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Please, guys, share. There's love in sharing. If you are just joining me, please try all means possible and go to our YouTube channel and go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of videos that we have talked about on YouTube. We have a lot of videos that we have talked about on YouTube. So just go to our YouTube channel right away and go and be one of our subscribers. We have a lot of videos that we have talked about on YouTube. Just check on the comment section. That is our YouTube name on the comment section. Please join us. If you are battling with blood pressure is low, blood pressure is high, you are shorting blood, is very, very good for people that are battling with blood shortage or maybe low blood pressure or high blood pressure. Use bitter leaf, boil it and take it as a tea. It's very, very bitter. You can squeeze the water and be using it, drinking it in the morning and in the night. If you are shorting blood or you are battling with high blood pressure, you want to regulate your blood pressure to normal. Once you are taking these for blood pressure, try to be doing exercise around your house. So please, if you are just joining me, take my number, take down my number, jot down my number, +233 +233 Paul, are you with me? +233 +233 +233 If you are with me, Paul, drop a comment below. Thank you very, very much. Chris, I appreciate you, Chris. Chris, if you are battling with kidney infection, the bitter leaf, you are not going to boil it. You are going to just wash it, put it in your water and use your hand to wash or blend it and add warm water to it and be using the water to drink. For liver infection or maybe lungs infection or liver disease or maybe liver disease or kidney infection, you will not boil it. You wash it to be clean. You know, all these plants I always talk about are exposed to airborne bacteria. They are exposed to airborne bacteria. So for you to use it, you have to disinfect it with warm water. After you must have disinfected with warm water, Cynthia, after you must have disinfected with warm water, you use it to be drinking in the morning. Join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. We as African, we are blessed with plenty, but we hunger in the midst of plenty. Why? Because we run away from our Creator. Because these things were created for our services. When the Almighty created them, He blessed them. He blessed them. All the medicinal ingredients are intact. All the vitamins are intact. All the minerals are intact. It's just because we lack the knowledge on them. That is why we are here to represent our ancestors, reintroduce nature to an African man. So please, if you are just joining, share to friends. Paul, please, if you are with me, Paul, please, +233 5483 83154. If you want to chat me up on WhatsApp, yes, you use warm water. You use water. You have to wash it with hot water in order to disinfect, should in case of any bacteria. After doing that, remove it from the hot water, rinse it, and then use another water cold to squeeze it like that. Don't even add any water. Just be squeezing like this inside a bucket or any dish you can get around your house. And then after doing that, you warm water, then you fill it, and then you filter it. That is the water that you filter that you'll be taking. So anytime you want to use it, you have to get the fresh one and use it that moment. No, you will not prepare the water down and keep it down for 1 week. No. If you want to use it this morning, you harvest and use it this morning. You want to use it in the evening, you harvest and use it in the evening. But if you are where you cannot access the bitter leaf, you can always get the organic powder. You can always contact us, use bitter leaf, the dry organic powder, be using it as a tea in the morning. This is bitter leaf, the Veronia and Magdalena, bitter leaf. We have the bitter leaf, we have the sweet bitter leaf. But what I have here today is the bitter leaf. That is what I'm talking about today. Maybe you are battling with liver infection, kidney infection, or maybe you are battling with STDs, or maybe UTI. Sometimes you urinate, your urine will scatter like shower. Your urine cannot go 2 steps ahead of you. If you want to use the dry one, you are the one to dry it, or maybe the person that dry it, you are going to give the person condition on how you can dry it. Harvest it the way I harvest my own. If you wash it, you can even tie it like this inside a cold, dry place, which there's ventilation entering there in a cold, dry place. When it dry, it will maintain its green color, maintain all the ingredients. Once you maintain its green color, then you crush it into a fine powder before you can start using it. If you are just joining me, please share this live to friends. Drop a comment below if you have been using bitter leaf. Maybe you are not sick, but you want to prevent your body from, because it helps to support the immune system, increase the level of vitamin like vitamin A, B1, B2, B3, B6, and B12. And it helps to increase vitamin C and K and E as well. So once you are lacking vitamins, the immune system will be weak. Once the immune system is weak, different issues is going to come your way. You are not sick, but there is a need for you to take it like twice in a month in order to support immunity, so that sickness will not easily come your way. Because one thing what is happening here in Africa is that somebody wants to be sick first before the person will look for solution. No, because as we live our day, as we leave our houses, doing our day by day endeavors, we eat things and we drink things that does not really match our genetic constitution as African. I don't know how long you must have been battling with this issue. If you are just taking it for detox, if you are taking it for detox, 4 to 5 days is okay every month. If you are taking it for detox, 4 to 5 days every month is okay. I don't know what is disturbing you, and I don't know how long it has been disturbing you. I don't know how chronic it is, so I can't tell how long. But if it is for cleansing, if it is for detox, you want to detox the liver, the kidney, the lungs, 4 to 5 days every month is okay. Thank you. Sunday, good morning. I appreciate you, Chris. Good morning. Sometimes you are back. Let me, before I talk about STDs, please, if you are feeling difficulties in sleeping in the night, you will be in the night, your eye will be shining. You cannot sleep. You feel weak. You feel tired in the morning. In the night, you can't sleep in the night. Tina Twins, thank you for joining. Good morning. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking our live. Thank you for following me at the same time. Please share the live video. Share the live video. Drop a comment below. Tina Twins, thank you. You feel difficulties in sleeping. You wake up in the morning, you feel tired. If you feel difficulties in sleeping, boil bitter leaf. You can find bitter leaf if you are in Africa. That's a second gifter. Thank you. Wow, that's a second gifter. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate that's the first gifter that we have today in the house today this morning. I appreciate you for your rose flower. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting us by giving us this gift. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You can find bitter leaf in any household here in Africa. But I don't know where you are watching from. Drop a comment below where you are watching from. Please share this live video and drop a comment below. If you cannot access bitter leaf where you are, you can always get the organic powder that you can be using it as your tea in the morning. You just boil water, 1 teacup, you fetch the powder, 1 teaspoon for detox to remove chemicals, heavy metals in the body, toxics, to clean the lungs, the columns, the kidney. Bitter leaf is best cleanser for kidney, for liver, for lungs. Thank you for joining. Good morning. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, bitter leaf. Zazum, bitter leaf. It is bitter. I don't know where you are joining me from. I don't know where you're. Please drop a comment below. We have the first gifter in the house today. I appreciate you. Wow. I appreciate you. Thank you. But if you are battling with sleeping problem, you are feeling difficulties in sleeping. South Africa, I appreciate you, Tina. I appreciate you, Twins Tina. I appreciate you from South Africa. Thank you for joining us this morning. I appreciate you. You are highly welcome from South. Please share the live video to people in South Africa. Drop a comment below where you are watching from. If you are getting difficulties in sleeping, you boil the bitter leaf. I'm taking it. Germany, thank you for joining from Germany. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, brother, sister. I appreciate you. Please boil the bitter leaf and be taken as a tea. Last thing, just a teacup of bitter leaf. Last thing before you go into bed, it will make your night to be smooth. You sleep well. You wake up in the morning, you can do 1 or 2 things. Not that you sleep in the night, you feel weak, you feel tired, you feel dizziness in the morning. When you take a teacup of bitter leaf before you go into bed, you are going to thank me later. From UK, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you can make smoothie with bitter leaf. But listen and listen carefully. It's bitter. So some people don't like bitter things. Some people doesn't like bitter things. And you know, medicine, they cannot take sugar and give you that this is medicine. No. And you know, we need to be using our food as medicine and use food Because when you take food as medicine, because we eat bitter leaf every single day. Person like me, every week I eat bitter leaf at least twice, because it purifies the blood, improve blood circulation, prevent you for getting kidney problem, remove heavy metals, chemicals in the body, clean the lungs, clean the columns and the liver. This is bitter leaf, bitter leaf. If you want to chat with me on WhatsApp, if you want to chat directly with me on WhatsApp, you can just take my number. Take down my number, Sister Ruby. Thank you, Sister Ruby, for joining. Good morning. +233 +23354 +233 54 154. Please join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. This African indigenous medicine, we were not born to be sick, because in those good days, we were using bitter leaf on daily basis as vegetable. We have different vegetables that we eat every single day. If we don't eat bitter leaf today, we'll eat cowpeas tomorrow. If we don't eat cowpeas tomorrow, we'll eat nightshade today, or garden egg soup. We'll always live on another vegetable to another vegetable. That is the reason why you were seeing people those days, they were healthy and strong. Always taking nature. Nature is one of God's healing to mankind and to Africans. Because this is part of our responsibility as African for us to be healthy, because this is our heritage. Thank you for joining. Good morning. I appreciate you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your comment. I don't know where you are watching from. Anywhere you are watching from, just drop a comment below and share the live video to friends and family. Please join me. Let's go on this journey of healing. This African indigenous medicine, we were not born to be sick. We were not born to be sick. Then let's ask ourselves this question: why are we sick? Why are we sick? Because of the food we eat and what we drink and the environment we stay. So please, bitter leaf have a lot of benefit that I want to expose. What about if somebody is battling with diabetes? Every single day you have been using insulin, spending money up and down, whereby you can access bitter leaf. Neither you can use the organic powder, be using it as a tea in the morning. Within few weeks, you are going to thank me later. Use bitter leaf within few weeks. But if you start using bitter leaf for diabetes, make sure you start by checking and writing it down. After 5 to 6 days, you always check regularly, because it can bring down the sugar drastically. So when you're using it, so check the sugar regularly, so that once it is normal, you can stop using it. Lady Beauty, thank you for sharing. Lady Beauty, I appreciate you for joining. Those we only have one gifter into the house today. I'm waiting for the second gifter to come into the house to spread us with those rose flower, money gone. Thank you for joining. Please share the live video. Drop a comment below if you know about bitter leaf. What about STDs? What about STDs? UTI. If you have been battling with UTI or yeast infection, you battle with this infection. Sometimes you have rashes all over the genitalia. Sometimes you pocket the hand, you'll be itching yourself. They'll be asking you, how are you? You say, fine. Where are you going? Fine. Moto blow on, pump. You know, yeah. Yeast infection. Sometimes staph, E. coli, bitter leaf is high in antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. Bitter leaf that you see in vitamins. So how are you going to use it? How are you going to use it? Let me give you a secret. Harvest the leaf of bitter it, or you just try to blend it, or use your hand to weaken it. If you can use your hand to weaken the bitter leaf for STDs, for UTI, for staph, for E. coli, chlamydia, I'm giving you a secret today that when you use it, you are going to thank me later. Share the live video and drop a comment below what you think about bitter leaf. Have you been using it? Have you ever? And most of those things cause hormones imbalance. Most of those things can cause hormones imbalance. Man, once the hormones is not balanced, at the long run, you realize that you have frequent urination. You realize that all the time you urinate, sometimes you sleep in night, you urinate more. In a woman, menstruation will not come out well. It come in pain, it come in lumps. You can be 4 or 5 months. You are not up to the age of menopause, but you will not see a menstruation. So use bitter leaf. How? Weaken the bitter leaf. Once you weaken it, put it inside your pot. Look for clove. Clove, prekese, pepper. Clove. Once you get the clove, Mr. Frank, thank you for joining. The M Beauty, thank you for joining. Once you get the clove, add it. Then you add water with the bitter leaf that you are weakening. Then you boil it. Just take half a glass cup in the morning, half a glass cup in the evening. For STDs, for UTI, for yeast, chlamydia, staph. I don't know how long you must have been battling with this issue, but if it is long, but if it is not long, 1 week, 2 weeks, you are okay. You will thank me later. But once you are using this as a lady or a man, always try to disinfect your unders, your boxers, your panties. Always try to disinfect them, because you can be using it to remove maybe staph, E. coli, following me. You can be using it to remove those bacteria, but at the long run, you are still using the same panties. At the long run, you are still using the same boxers that you were using when you were having that infection. So it will be hard for the infection to leave you in peace. Make sure you like, make sure you drop a comment where you are watching